All right. For the record, any ghost story involving a dog barking, I'm already scared.
His bark sounded off too.
Okay.
It sounded almost as if a human was trying to imitate a dog bark.
Stop. I'm getting chills.
It was a good imitation, but it was not a dog bark. It was just due to my tired state and my lack of caffeine in my system. I started to slowly, first thing he said to me was, that was a skinwalker. My husband is Native American and grew up hearing stories about things that go bump in the night.
I need closure. Can you please Google what a skinwalker is? Because that is so
in Navajo
terrifying.
culture, a skinwalker himself as an animal.
Ugh.
The term is not used.
I 1,000% believe that. 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Creepy for sure.
Okay, anytime that a dog is barking at something, I'm like, I believe you 1,000%. God, okay. Yeah, I guess so. Happy Halloween. The idea of seeing something that sounds like a dog and then you get closer and it sounds like something imitating a dog makes me actually like want to vomit. Ugh. Like it hits me in some weird visceral place that I just want to fucking throw up. Ugh. It's close to here. You say we have skinwalkers close to here.
Between Flagstaff and Page, it was about 1/8 hind legs off-road and disappearing.
My God.
Imagine.
What? I decided that skinwalkers are some of the scariest things that I've heard of, aside from like just pure demons. Kermit, would you bark at a skinwalker for me? Probably not. You'd probably cry at it, ask it for food, huh? They're the scariest ones. I'm like, these are really scary to me. I had never heard of them before this podcast. California?
Had a friend. Yes.
No.
My mother had a friend. Suddenly the dog just starts going nuts.
Okay, you know.
Right behind us.
You know what?
The room is up against the fence, so the dog must have been like, suddenly the barking stops and gets replaced by whimpering.
Nope.
We hear the dog run away. There's about 40 seconds of silence before we hear something new. A small scratching sound on the back wall of the room. We both try to be as silent as we can. Eventually, it stops. Stared at him with a blank expression. Getting super creeped out because of what had happened to me earlier. But she was on the other side of the fence. Now, the door to this room didn't come in.
Right.
And he could have. I heard it from right next to where I was resting against the wall with my mother's voice quietly. The same phrasing and intonation she had used.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
That is terrifying.
Yep.
So that was a skinwalker?
Well, it looks like that was one skinwalker manifesting in different forms to terrorize or to encounter one person.
I like the lore of the skinwalker, that they take the form of something else and that they're like tricksters and shapeshifters and witches or whatever.
Dude, with a
set.
grin, with an awkward grin.
I'm all set. I'm all set with the dog barking and then whimpering and then scratching at the house. I'm all set. I'm just all set.
Damn, dude.
Literally all set. And that's in California. I'm upset.
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be no skinwalkers here. I don't want a chance of seeing one. I really don't.
Flashlight on. I walked around to the front yard and I let the dogs off leash. It's so incredibly dark in the woods of Maine that the porch light really only illuminated the porch and nothing else. So I tried to keep an eye on them. I was momentarily distracted. I heard someone call Alfie's name.
No.
It sounded as almost if it were trying to mimic me calling Alfie's name moments earlier, but it was all wrong. The voice sounded really distorted and almost seemed to wail a mile in the opposite direction.
Stop. I didn't know these things were a thing.
Like
I'm so glad,
the imitating of the human voice is what.
But like, if I had known that was a thing, like that was like lore that I was aware of. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to go outside anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, skinwalkers. TM. The fact that they like imitate people and animals is like, that makes me sick to my stomach. Ugh.
Yeah.
That is
the
like
fact
the
that they take the
scariest
shape,
thing I've
that they
ever
could take the
heard.
shape of like you